Coming up on the Grid Gaming today, you guys, we have games with very muscular men. We got some Wiimote hardware for you guys. I take you guys through that. We have the Lowdown and we have Social Hour. Holy crap, this is a packed show, so let's get into it right now. What's up guys, Aaron Sapish here, and I played a game on Steam this morning. Well, it was a game called Max Gentleman, and it is an arcade-style extreme simulator about stacking hats. I know that is extreme, and yes, that is pretty much all you do. You stack hats. The whole game, as you can see, the muscular person on the screen is very handsome and strong. But it's an awesome game, I won't lie. It was actually a project made by the men who wear many hats. That is the name of the project, which is awesome. And they set a Kickstarter goal of just $500, and they did manage to end up with $12,345. Oh boy. So with that said, you guys, the game was released on August 21st, 2014. Now, I give you guys fair warning, these are many men with many buffness, many shirts off, and many hats. I hope you guys like hats and buff men, because here we go. So the first level was me driving around, and that's basically all you did. You're driving around in some like a coach type thing, and you're just with one hat on. But then these pigeons fly on the screen, and you have to hold your mouse, click it, and move it around. And when the pigeon would fly, you got to match your mouse on that hat, and that hat's gonna jump. Yes, it sounds dumb, but that's what it does. And you got to avoid the pigeons. Then, as you're driving by other coaches, you see hats on top of these buildings and on top of other coaches, and you have to collect them. And you top your top hat, that was hard to say, top your top hat as high as you can and really just get a high score, and you can play online with all different people. And I know it sounds kind of dumb, you guys, but I'll be honest with you guys, it kept me laughing the whole time. That is the #1 thing about this game. Even on Steam, when you download it, one of the things that for it says that it's fun and it's laughable. So good job, because you guys well did that. Now the next level on the game was actually pretty funny. It was set in a bar, well, as you guys expected, with many other buff men with their shirts off, and they were all fighting. They're upset. You know, when you get masculinity in one room, everybody fights. Just like when I'm in a room with Josh, I am buff, I am strong, we fight a lot. I'm not buff or strong. Well, okay, with all this going on, you guys, the way to play is that you drink beers. You got to collect every beer, and every time you did that, a hat would appear atop of my head. Now, this time I had to avoid beers that were flying by the top of the screen and boomerangs. So this was actually a lot more difficult in the first level, because I had to guide my player to each beer while avoiding everything. It was a lot to do. It was extremely difficult, you guys. But I liked it, and a lot of games don't need like a big story to be fun, and this game definitely didn't have a big story, but it was still really fun, and it's a game I actually highly recommend, you guys. There's over 39 hats to collect, crazy cross-platform, multi-platform, extra characters, levels, and modes, and there's leaderboards, you guys, but it's fun and it's free, so get it and support the guys. But now, you guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the Wiimote love-hate relationship in the world. So let's see what I thought right now, and let's dive into it. Take it away, Aaron. Hey guys, Aaron here, and today I wanted to take a look at a piece of gaming hardware that was kind of controversial when it came out. Now, it is the Nintendo Wiimote. Now, this came out in 2006, and there was some love-hate relationships going on with this thing. It is a little solid brick, almost like the NES controller, but a little thicker and more rectangular shaped. Now, the main reason this was actually kind of controversial was that the motion sensing control. Now, it seemed like a cool idea to everyone at the time, but when it came out, a lot of people were questionable with how good it worked. One of the main things you do with the controller is you actually hook up a nunchuck to it. Now, this is also where a lot of people didn't like it, is you plug it in to each other, and basically you hold both at the same time, and what people complain about is what people call waggle control. Now, waggle control makes you look kind of silly because you have to move around, you have to shake. A lot of games you play make you look kind of ridiculous, make you look kind of stupid to play, and a lot of people just want to hold a controller. Now, the other side to that, the other argument, is that you could actually buy Wii controllers. There are many different kinds out there. There's the pro gaming ones, there's the Super Nintendo style looking one, and there's also the main one. If you hold this, and you can download games, as you guys know, on the Wii Store, and you can hold it sideways for a pretty good Nintendo controller. It worked really well in my opinion. So now, a lot of people would say that the motion censoring was off. A lot of times when you point at the screen and aim to where you want to aim, which I agree with, nothing would work. But in 2010, this was announced, which is actually the Wii Motion Plus. Now, you could attach it into the back of the controller, or you can actually just buy them as one piece. This one is a Wii Motion Plus built inside, so you don't have this thing hanging off. It actually worked quite a bit and helped the motion sensing capability to work a little bit more accurately. Also, the sensor bars were upgraded, which was awesome. It did help quite a bit in my opinion. But all in all, with all the complaints out there and the people arguing about this, I will say that I actually am a big fan of this controller. I've always liked it. I do play a lot of Nintendo on this as well, and some of the waggle stuff does make you look a little silly, but all in all, like I said, I'd say it's worth checking out, worth enjoying. I really like the controller, and it's quite responsive. So that was the Wiimote.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you doing today? I am personally on a major lack of sleep from work after work yesterday. Actually, I'm gonna go take a nap. No, I'm not. Okay, just kidding. It's time for the lowdown. Hey, did you guys hear of, apparently there's this game called Destiny. It came out today. I'm sure you guys haven't seen it anywhere, but no, I'm just kidding. The game everyone keeps talking about nonstop is officially out, and Activision is saying that Destiny will be around for an awfully long time. What do you guys think so far? For those of you who were up all night playing it, do you like it? Were you disappointed? Tell me your thoughts. This week's deals with gold sales for Xbox Live Gold members include some great discounts. Watch Dogs is currently $42 on the Xbox One, along with Worms Battlegrounds for $15. You can also get Borderlands and Borderlands 2 for $5 each, and Borderlands 2's DLCs have been cut in half on the Xbox 360. EA has said that they're working on fixing the gay filter in Sims 4. Currently, in the online gallery mode, certain words are prohibited, like gay, lesbian, and homosexual. However, as a longtime supporter for the LGBT community, EA has said that they're working on fixing this issue. An EA representative said, quote, "The gallery uses an automated filtering program that filters out certain words. We are aware and have been working on a fix, which will be out soon." Sega has announced that Alien Isolation is complete and gone out to factories for mass production. I actually wrote mass production, but I meant mass. The survival horror game that scares the bejesus out of me just in the trailers released a new trailer this morning. And P.S. this is not for kids. With the goal to scare the you-know-what out of you in a game filled with fear and tension, Alien Isolation is coming to Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC on October 7th worldwide. New cars are scheduled to come to the Xbox exclusive Forza Horizon 2. The upcoming racing game is scheduled to release this month on September 30th for Xbox 360 and Xbox One, including 241 cars. That's a lot of cars to choose from. 210 cars have already been announced, but now there are 31 others as well. Microsoft said that each car was built specifically to reach the next generation. Keep an eye out for a demo of the Xbox One version on September 16th. We all know Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor is coming out soon. I mention it every time there's a story because I'm so stoked for it, but unfortunately, last-gen owners will have to wait a bit as Warner Brothers announced today that the game has been delayed until November 18th on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Shadow of Mordor is still scheduled to release on September 30th for new gen. Xbox Live's Major Nelson and Xbox engineers Richard Irving take us through Xbox One's October update preview.
One other cool feature of Snap Center is we've added the ability to simply double tap and then hit the X button on your controller and save off the last 30 seconds of gameplay. A lot like Xbox Record That if you have a Kinect sensor. If you don't have a Kinect sensor, just double tap, press the X button on your controller, and you've got the last 30 seconds of gameplay.
The update also includes better UI control over snap mode, double tap to snap to give control over quick focus, quick toggling focus between the Snap app and your game. There are also 2 new Snap apps via fan feedback, one for the friends list and one for messages for quicker correspondence with Thread or View. You can also check out which one of your friends has earned a specific achievement and much more. There's a lot coming with the October update. Aaron told you guys a little about this earlier today, but here's a recap in case you missed it. The iPhone 6 with a 4.7-inch screen and 6 Plus with a 5.5-inch screen, that's a really big screen, were officially announced at the Apple event today. The iPhone 6 starts at $199 with a 2-year contract, while the 6 Plus starts at $299, also with a 2-year contract, so make sure you don't drop it like I do. You can get your hands on them in about 10 days on September 19th. But that's all, guys, for today. That's our lowdown today, and Aaron's coming up. He's going to talk to you guys about Social Hour. We all love talking to you guys. You guys are on Twitter and everything, so go ahead, Aaron, take it.
What's up, guys? It's me again, and I'm here to talk to you guys, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. The first one comes to us from Gaming History 101, and he says, you guys should play Sonic 2006 next. Now, I know that is one of the most hated games ever, Sonic 06, but let me tell you guys something. I've never played it, ever. I've heard all the hate for it, so maybe it'd be a good idea if I played it. But time to the next one. The next one comes to us from Lima Donnie Viper, and he says, you guys seen this? And he put a link, and he says, for Zelda raps, holy cow, you guys, this was amazing. He linked this to a Zelda rap, and I'm not normally about all the raps, besides Youngtown, but this was great. Check it out.
That's right. And now everything's great, and it's almost my 16th birthday. Now all of a sudden I got a mark on my head. It's one of not again. Let's open up the door to the North Palace. Now we're reading this ancient scroll, so palace. Zelda fell asleep a long time ago. Is it the same Zelda? Am I the same way? Who knows? This game is so confused.
All right, and the next one comes from Javier Mancha, and he basically says, am I cool yet? I can has Reese's Pieces, and he tweeted his score. So far, that is the highest score we've seen that has beat Elizabeth. So good job right there, and we'll see how the scores keep coming in. Next one comes out from Super DD Super, and he says, Batman is me. That is a lie, sir, because everybody knows if you follow my Twitter, I am definitely Batman. All right, the next one comes from one that says R White B13. He says, how big is the TV you played Contra on? Dang! That TV is, I think, like 72 inches. That is a fun way to play retro games because it is an old school TV. Next one comes to us from Gunnar Adlis. He says, Aaron, does the European version Probotector count? This is for the contest also. And yeah, it can count. I don't know. I've never played the European version. It is where you play as robots instead of humans on Contra in Europe. Good call. Good question. Thank you for that. Next one comes to us from Narc. He says, Grid Aaron hasn't slept more than 5 hours a day in his entire life. He turned out okay, I think, and he posted that picture of me. Yeah, I turned out semi-okay. Next one, all right, comes to us from Chris Newman. He says, my friend bought over Contra Hardcore after watching your video, Grid Aaron. Well, thank you. I talked about all this stuff with Contra, and I loved it. All right, the next one is Dev Team says, Grid Gaming, you guys are the best gaming show on YouTube. Keep it going. You know what? I'll take that as a great compliment, so thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Hugs. Hugs for me, bro. That's it. Make sure you guys can talk to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @Grid Gaming, and also me, @Grid Aaron. I love talking to you guys. And that's it for me. Again, Aaron Stapefish. I'll talk to you guys again here soon at the Grid Gaming.